all these people walking past. They must think I'm so mad.
Oh, 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 oh.
Hi. So lately, just a little fun little life update because I'm really enjoying doing these ones, but I've had some bad luck with my mom's car, for want of a better way of saying that. I always say that in my videos. Hey. But basically last week, my mom and I nearly had a head-on collision while driving in traffic on the way to work. This car and the other car like stopped face to face like this far away from each other. My wrist was sore for a couple of days, but that's just because I've broken it 3 times in 3 years, so it's a bit of a sissy. And then Friday night, I basically introduced this car to the corner of a wall at my friend's place. Super. Yes, I was sober. Yes, I can drive really well. And I don't know what happened. I think I was so focused on not hitting the bucky in front of me that I just kind of misjudged this crappy corner in her parking lot. And now I'm sitting in the parking lot at work and the car won't start. Yep, car won't start. So yeah, bad things happen in threes, obviously. Not obviously, but that's just how the saying goes. It is generally how things happen. Hopefully good things will start happening now. I suppose we don't really notice when the good happens. We only notice when the bad happens. So maybe that'll put it into perspective to appreciate the good. But basically, what I want to know from you guys is, so there's this whole thing that like, girls are crappy drivers, girls don't know how to drive, girls don't know how to change a tire or start a car, push start a car, you know, that whole thing. Basically, we're useless, we need boys to do these things for us. Boys are better at cars than girls. And I don't know, maybe this is my personal upbringing or something, but my mom taught me. My mom's always the exception to like every rule, but my mom has taught me how to change a tire. So I understand the concept in theory. I'm pretty confident I could figure it out myself. My dad has taken me to like show me how to navigate the waters of buying new tires, buying a new battery, taking the car to the mechanic, all the things that you need to check once you pick up the car from the mechanic. You know, check that your spare tire is still there, check the petrol levels, take note of the petrol level when you drop the car off, take a note of it again once you've picked it up. You know, all of those things. Always remember to turn off your lights. If the car isn't starting, check your lights. Check that the battery is still there. You know, all of these things. I'm just kind of wondering, like, is that an exception? Is everyone else taught these things? There's some things about cars that I just know offhand that through other conversations with other people, not necessarily girls, but just other people, that this isn't common knowledge. You know, the fact that like the average year for a battery is 4.5 to 5 years. And, you know, stuff like that. I don't know. This whole bad luck with car thing really has me wondering. It has me pondering. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think about cars? What do you guys think about the whole gender responsibility when it comes to cars? Something I've always been a bit confused about. Because, I don't know, I find that like girls aren't invited into that space. Girls aren't, you know, to give you another example, my dad braais every Saturday. It's a thing. It's super cool. Everyone relies on him braaiing. It doesn't matter what plans we have on a Saturday, my dad will be there braaiing. It's his thing. He's braaied in the rain. I'm pretty sure if it snowed here, he'd braai in the snow. And I've seen him sitting under an umbrella. There's been times where he's braaied alone because, you know, we're all very busy individuals and I don't like smelling like braai. So the other day he asked his son to light a fire and he didn't. For whatever reason, I don't know the context, I'm not getting into that. And then my parents were talking and my mom came and told me the conclusion to this conversation. But my dad was just like, he wonders if he'd asked me to light the fire, would I have done it? And then obviously there were jokes from my parents of like, oh no, I would have Googled it, I would have looked it up on YouTube. My mom pointed out that I used to be a Girl Guide and I should know how to light a fire. But it made me realize that my father has never asked me to light a fire, whereas everyone knows my brother is the braai master. It's something I understand in theory. It's just basically cooking meat. Even though I don't eat it, I know how to cook it. It just made me realize that there are certain spaces that girls just aren't invited into. But it's also a space that I don't want to force myself into. Not necessarily as a girl, but just as who I am as a person. Braai doesn't interest me. But am I perpetuating the stereotype that, oh, girls don't know how to braai if it doesn't interest me? Am I making any sense here? And is it the same thing with cars? Because you get girls who race, and you get girls who are mechanics, and you get girls who do all of that car-related stuff. And like, my parents have taught me all of these very smaller, minor aspects of cars. You know, I can't exactly like fix an engine, but, you know, I can tell you where the battery is. But I'm just wondering if, like, some girls don't know this stuff because it wasn't encouraged, it wasn't insisted upon. They just, I don't know. It's weird. This whole thing is weird because I get personally offended when people make comments about how bad girls are at parking. Because everyone, just go on the assumption that everyone is shit at parking. Don't be like, oh, I should have known it was a woman. Like, no. I don't know, guys. I'm literally just filming this while the light is dying because I'm waiting for my father to come and save me. I mean, my mom would have saved me if she wasn't working. It's not really a thing about my dad being the man of the house. It's just he's the only one available right now. 27, still being saved by my parents. Maybe that's the conclusion to this video, guys. 27, still being saved by my folks. Hashtag millennial living. Yeah, but basically, let me know your thoughts on the whole car thing. Do you guys think that everyone should know, you know, as soon as you're given a license, you should know these things, you should know how to do these things? Is it a part of being a responsible driver, or do you think it's just a gender thing? Let me know. Okay, I love you. Bye.
Oh,